Thai Post reported that due to the severe impact of the 7.7-degree earthquake in the Sagaing region, Myanmar, on the afternoon of March 28th, Thailand has urgently mobilized a series of units under the command of the Ministry of Defense, including the 1st Regional Development Center, the Natural Disaster Reduction Training Center, and other support units to respond to the situation. General Songvit Noon Pakde, the commander-in-chief of the Thai military, ordered General Naypyitaw Pinthong, the commander of the Army Development Command (ADC), to dispatch personnel and equipment to the scene to rescue those trapped in the collapsed buildings due to the earthquake in Bangkok. Functional agencies have also been deployed to assist in the rescue. Thai Defense Minister Phumtham Vejajajai updated the latest information that 3 people were killed and 90 trapped after the collapse of the building. Phumtham described the damage in Bangkok due to the impact of the earthquake in Myanmar on March 28th as unprecedented in a century and feared that more earthquakes would occur. Phumtham also said that Prime Minister Thongthep Shinawatra is establishing a central operating center to deal with the damage caused by the earthquake. The Ministry of Public Health has also established emergency response centers. Meanwhile, General Pana Klaplothak, the commander-in-chief of the Royal Thai Army, directed the military to dispatch personnel and technical equipment to the scene, including a steel saw, a moving traffic light, and a cutting device to work with the Royal Thai Army and volunteers in the area. Rescue operations are in full swing with the cooperation of many functional agencies to quickly control the situation. 31-year-old Sunan Kankiat, a firefighting system installation worker at a 30-story building in Bang Su district in Bangkok, was hit by a 7.7-degree earthquake in central Myanmar on Wednesday afternoon. The worker said he could no longer see anything behind the noise and was running to find a way out. Everything became chaotic and people began to run outside. He said he was overwhelmed by the white dust and was helped by the rescue team to clean the dust after escaping outside. He said if he couldn't avoid the concrete wall, he might not have had a chance to survive because of the dust. The worker said 3 members of his team were still stuck in the building. He said, "We are waiting and hope the rescue team will find them." According to CNN, the rescue teams are responding to the scene of the collapse of the house for the K9 mission to be put in to find survivors. The earthquake of 7.7 magnitude in Myanmar on Tuesday afternoon affected many areas of Thailand, including the capital Bangkok. The news of the Bhumibol Bridge being damaged has spread on social media, scaring many people. In the face of this situation, the government of Thailand urges the authorities to act. Monche Decha Sakunsam, director of the Ministry of Agriculture, said after receiving information circulating on social media about the collapse of the Bhumibol Bridge, causing traffic to be disrupted after the earthquake, the Ministry of Agriculture, Rural Roads Department, has sent a team to maintain the industrial runway from the Maintenance Management Department to the site for inspection. The result confirmed that the Bhumibol Bridge is still in perfect condition and people can use the bridge to return to normal. The Ministry of Agriculture informed people to avoid misunderstanding from misinformation. People can follow the official information on Facebook, the Ministry of Agriculture, Rural Roads Department, or call the hotline RRD 1146. The representative of the Thai Parliament, Verapath Kantha, of the People's Party of Thailand, also came directly to inspect the Bhumibol Bridge after the news that the cable was broken. The inspection results showed that the bridge was not affected by the earthquake and the traffic was normal. The information was later shared by Verapath Kantha on his personal Facebook page to calm the public opinion. He urged people not to panic in the face of false news. On March 28th, the Prime Minister of Thailand, Thongthep Shinawatra, said that the situation in the country had begun to stabilize and people could safely return home. However, she also warned that the problems with the buildings are the houses being built, where both the overall structure and stability of the wall are worrisome. Thongthep Shinawatra said that there were about 12 earthquakes after the earthquake, but there was no risk of a landslide because the earthquake happened far enough away from the ground. She said, We want to reassure the public that the earthquakes after this event will not pose a significant threat. Residents of slightly damaged high-rise buildings can safely return to their homes. The number of people killed in the earthquake has increased to 144 people, while the number of injured is 732. Myanmar's military leader, General Bin Aung Hlaing, also warned that casualties could continue to increase. He welcomed any country that provided assistance and contributions after the earthquake. He also announced that he had opened international aid routes and accepted requests for assistance from India and the ASEAN bloc. On March 28, the U.S. Geological Survey's Earthquake Risk Program forecast that the number of people killed could range from 10,000 to 100,000 people. The U.S. Geological Survey's report said that in general, residents in this area live in buildings that are easily affected by earthquakes, although there are still well-sustaining buildings that are likely to cause high damage and serious damage and disasters that can spread. According to Myanmar media, a 1,000-bed hospital in the capital, Naypyitaw, is also among the damaged buildings. As of 10 p.m. on the March 29th local time, in addition to the confirmed deaths, 16 other people were injured and 101 people were missing in 3 construction sites in Dindeng, Bang Su, and Chatuchak. Thailand has ordered the closure of schools across the country, while the government is seriously evaluating the damage in this country after the 7.7-degree earthquake that shook Myanmar's neighboring country. Thai Deputy Prime Minister Phumtham Wechayachai said this was a disaster that had never happened in 100 years. Phumtham Wechayachai said the Ministry of Education has ordered the closure of all schools across the country and asked students to return home. After the collapse of a high-rise building in Bangkok, the Thai government is calling on people in high-rise buildings to evacuate immediately. The buildings are being inspected with maximum caution, and hospitals have been asked to check the damage in case there is any damage. The Ministry of Public Health and the Ministry of Education have cooperated with rescue efforts, while the Ministry of Defense has established a command center to ensure that all government officials receive important notifications. The Thai government is taking emergency response measures, especially in high-rise buildings. In the face of the damage to many high-rise buildings due to the earthquake, the government has called on people living in these areas to evacuate immediately from the buildings. Authorities are inspecting all high-rise buildings to assess the level of damage and the safety of the structure. The earthquake in Myanmar, where damage has been recorded to people and property, has also caused a stir in many countries in the region, including Thailand. Although there is no official statistics on the number of damage in Thailand, initial reports show that many buildings, especially in Bangkok, have been severely damaged, causing people to panic. In Myanmar, some of the ministry's buildings have also been reported to have collapsed, including the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Ministry of Labor. A monastery in Tong Go City in Myanmar also collapsed, killing many children. Dozens of people were also killed during the earthquake at the Swefosing Buddhist Monastery in the Mandalay region on Friday. A major hospital in Myanmar's capital, Naypyitaw, has received many casualties after the earthquake. The U.S. Geological Survey said the earthquake occurred 16 kilometers away from the town of Sagaing, about 10 miles northwest at about 12:50 a.m. local time in Myanmar. The earthquake was caused about 12 minutes after the first earthquake. The earthquake has affected many neighboring areas such as Bangladesh, India, Laos, Thailand, China, and Vietnam. A video shared on social media shows a horrific scene at Myanmar's Mandalay International Airport. The airport is about 35 kilometers away from the city center of Mandalay. People are panicking as pieces of wood fall all over the place. In addition, a video also shows people panicking at the Mandalay airport. People sit down and bow their heads when strong tremors occur. 2 people in Yangon told CNN that they had witnessed a 7.7-degree earthquake in Myanmar. One person on the 20th floor of a building said the earthquake felt very strong and lasted for a long time. He was working on his computer when the tremor began. He said, "Many of us were shocked by the earthquake. In addition, Yangon Times reported that an air traffic control tower at Naypyitaw International Airport completely collapsed during the 7.7-degree earthquake on March 28th. A military source confirmed that all staff at the tower were killed.